watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Happening now at 6, covering the entire DMV. 2 officer-involved shootings. Why police were called to homes in Prince George's and Fairfax counties today. One case involving a 2x4, a dog in the other. We're live in the field. And the tax man cometh. Tomorrow is the deadline to file personal income that you received last year. What you need to know to maximize your refunds and avoid any steep fines.
And waiting for a backdoor front to move on through overnight for some of us. That means some thunderstorms in the area potentially. We'll show you the latest radar and talk about tonight's temps coming up.
Because it will save lives.
Saving lives in D.C., the effort and money offered east of the river to step in before it's too late to save a loved one, co-worker, or even a stranger. Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday evening. Thank you for joining us for D.C. News Now at 6. I'm Ben Dennis. More on that officer-involved shooting in Fairfax County in just a moment. First, we are in Maryland. Police in Prince George's County say that an officer shot a suspect during a reported home invasion this morning. Officials responded to Addison Road at District Heights around 10 a.m. after reports that a person inside a home had been stabbed. Once police got there, they say they found 2 people hurt. One who had been stabbed, the other person was holding a 2x4.
Those officers gave loud, repeated verbal commands for that person to discard that 2x4, and one officer discharged his weapon, striking that person in the upper body and the lower body.
Now, the victim is reportedly fighting for their life, while the suspect is listed in critical but stable condition. The officer was placed on administrative leave. That is standard protocol. And going from Prince George's County to Fairfax County, Virginia, that's where a woman remains hospitalized tonight after she was stabbed earlier today. Herndon police say that her husband is the one who reportedly attacked her and the family dog. This happened just before noon along First Place near Station Street. That's where we find DC News Now's Dave Lavelle. Dave, you've been working the story this evening. What's the latest you can tell us there?
Good evening to you, Ben. We can tell you police told us the unidentified woman remains in stable condition at Reston Hospital. Her husband is also recovering there in the intensive care unit. Police say an officer shot the man after he approached the officer with a knife. Police have not yet said what prompted this attack that happened around noon. The wife is said to have called 911 to report her husband stabbed her and the couple's dog. The husband is then said to have approached the unarmed officer when he responded, and that's when he fired his gun and wounded the man in his upper body. The incident stunned neighbors, including Blanca Abrego, who has lived next door to the couple for nearly 4 years.
It's more scary, yeah, because it's, you don't know about the neighbor, you don't know.
Police told us the dog is being treated by an emergency veterinarian. There's been no update on the animal's condition. The responding officer was not hurt and has been placed on paid administrative leave. We should also point out Alexandria police are also on scene assisting in the investigation. We're live in Herndon. Dave Lavelle, DC News Now.
Working the details, Dave. Thank you tonight. An update to a story we just brought you last evening. The woman that DC Fire and EMS rescued from the Georgetown waterfront last night has died. Officials conducted the water rescue around 8 o'clock last night near Water Street in Northwest. Continue to follow that story as it develops. In Virginia, state police say they chased a man who refused to stop from Fauquier to Prince William County this afternoon. Officials say they tried to stop a Toyota Sienna on I-66 for not having a state inspection sticker. The driver continued into Prince William County where they crashed. He was taken into custody, treated at the hospital for minor injuries. Now, there was a woman also reportedly in that car, also sent to the hospital for minor injuries. And folks in the district celebrated the 19th annual Emancipation Day in Northwest just today. The holiday celebrates D.C. compensated Emancipation Act in 1862 when it ended slavery in the district. The event featured a parade and a concert at Freedom Plaza that included guests such as Grammy-nominated artists Genuine and Kelly Price. The celebration will conclude with a fireworks show at 8:30. And in an effort to save lives, D.C. has launched a rebate program, some money available to get defibrillators into certain neighborhoods. District leaders are especially focused on areas east of the river. D.C. News Now's Daniel Hamburg is in Anacostia with more on that plan.
District leaders are encouraging people to learn hands-on CPR and encouraging businesses like the Anacostia Arts Center to get an AED. God forbid somebody has a heart attack, you can help save a life. East of the river, D.C. Fire and EMS says not as many people are doing bystander CPR and using AEDs to save lives.
And of course, we see an overall lower survival from cardiac arrest.
It's why D.C. is now offering a rebate to small businesses, places of worship, small unit apartment buildings, and nonprofits up to $400 for buying an AED, or up to $750 for buying more than one.
It should be visible, so I should be able to see it when I enter a store. So I'm hoping that they buy in and get them because it will save lives.
Tracy Hooks' husband died of a heart attack in Southeast in 2019. A bystander called 911 but didn't know CPR or have an AED nearby. Now his daughter, Sergeant Tarika Hook, is D.C.'s cardiac arrest performance improvement officer.
He stayed on a scene and he directed the EMTs to where he was, but with my knowledge, I know that if he would have gotten, when he fell and gotten the CPR that he had needed, that the outcome could have been different.
In 2018, there were only 19 registered AEDs in 3 zip codes east of the river, compared to 36 on a single block in downtown D.C. That's since improved with police officers carrying AEDs, but the importance can't be understated.
The use of an AED and CPR in that situation before the 5 minutes go by when the EMS ambulance arrives can be life-saving and, more importantly, brain-saving.
Now, an easy thing you can do is download the Pulse Point app, and if you have it enabled, you can get a notification if you're within a quarter mile of somebody in cardiac arrest so that you can go help and perform CPR. You will also be notified where the nearest defibrillator is so that you can attach that and help restart their heart. Now, this program is going to be for the entire district, although district leaders will be focusing their efforts and outreach in Ward 8 specifically for the rebate program. In Anacostia, Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Good opportunity there, Daniel. To your weather now with Scott Sumner. Scott, I'll be brief. Beautiful day. I know you worked your magic for that, but hey, there's still some daylight out there. Maybe consider streaming DC News Now on your back patio because there's still some time.
Oh, for sure. Why not? Yeah, absolutely. Look at the high for today here, Ben. 81 degrees. Now, I didn't go for 80, so I was in the ballpark here, but my goodness, that is a good, 12, 13 degrees above where we should be. A record, though, was 10 degrees warmer than today. 91 set back way back in 1960. Still sitting at 81 degrees under our current conditions and partly cloudy skies. Our neighbors off to the north in Pennsylvania are faring as well as we are right now, with basking in sunshine for us here in the district. You notice this line? Talked about it last night. This is the actual backdoor cold front that's dropping through. It's produced some severe weather in parts of northern and central Pennsylvania, north of Pittsburgh at this hour. We'll be watching this closely. It looks like this will continue our forecast models and take most of it out to our western counties, although that doesn't mean that we couldn't see or hear a little rumble of thunder in D.C. Walking the dog tonight, early evening, 70s, quiet, high clouds around right now. We'll talk about your extended forecast coming up.
Enjoy the walk out there. Thank you, Scott. Tax day, that's tomorrow. DC News Now is helping you prepare before the big deadline. Coming up in just a few minutes, our Haley Mylon explains how you can avoid some stress and great resources to help you file. And if you missed Monday's solar eclipse, maybe didn't have the glasses to safely look up toward the heavens, well, you're going to have to prepare for a 20-year wait. These eclipses actually happen often, every 3 to 4 years, but the recipe for a perfect eclipse makes for a rare occurrence. Parts of an eclipse will brush Alaska and Russia in 2033 and 2044. An eclipse will cross parts of North Dakota and Montana. However, the next eclipse of Monday's magnitude won't happen until August 12th, 2045. Mark your calendars.